films don't have the story of Krishna and Arjun. It's rooted in our culture.
Emraan and Vikram, do you feel relieved that finally the certificate is being passed, and how are you feeling right now?
Well, I'm, I guess, more relieved than Vikram. I've not had too many films that I would boast and say they're UA certificate films. But this is just one of those films, the first film actually, that I would, without stressing out, would show it to my son and my family. Because also kids will love the experience. I really didn't know how it would all come together. I saw the film yesterday, and it's an absolute delight. It's like a roller coaster ride with the Invisible Man, with the action sequences in 3D, or even if you don't see it in 3D. So I'm really relieved that there is a certain audience that the film that we did 2 years back was a huge success, Raz, but it was an A certificate film. It didn't have the audience that this has that could come in additionally and see this film and enjoy it because of the erotic quotient in that and, of course, the blood. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to kind of tapping into that potentially new audience.
भट्ट साहब, एक सवाल आपकी बाईं ओर कि तकनीकी तेवर जो है फिल्म का वो नज़र आ रहा है और फिल्म काफ़ी टेक्निकली बहुत एडवांस नज़र आ रही है. आपको नहीं लगता कि तकनीक के इस दौर में इत्मीनान का सिनेमा कहीं ना कहीं होता जा रहा है?
लास्ट लाइन क्या थी?
तकनीक के इस दौर में इत्मीनान के सिनेमा के जिसके लिए आपका एक सिग्नेचर स्टाइल था, आप जाने जाते थे, वो खो रहा है.
हाँ, ये इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है कि हमारा सिनेमा अपनी जड़ों से कटता जा रहा है. मगर मिस्टर एक्स में जो कहानी विक्रम जी ने लिखी है, आप देखेंगे कि इसमें तकनीक का उपयोग तो किया गया है, मगर ये हमारे मुल्क के ईथॉस से कनेक्टेड है, हमारे मुल्क के अपना जड़ों से कनेक्टेड है. इसमें हमारी माइथोलॉजिकल रेफरेंसेस का भी जिक्र है. तो ये बिल्कुल अपने मिजाज में हिंदुस्तानी फिल्म है. इसमें आज के दौर के जो डिस्कोर्स है, जिसमें विवाद चल रहा है लॉ कानून व्यवस्था को लेकर और सारे इश्यूज को लेकर, उसका भी एक बहुत ही क्लियर आर्टिकुलेशन है. तो मैं कहूँगा कि एक बहुत ही स्वच्छ साफ किस्म की फैमिली एंटरटेनर के अलावा ये इट डजंट डम डाउन. ये कहीं पर लोग सिनेमा, ये कहानी जो है, इट डजंट लुक डाउन, इट लुक्स अप एट द ऑडियंस. क्योंकि आज का दर्शक बहुत ही इवॉल्व है, तो उसको बिना नीचे देखे उसका सम्मान करते हुए अब विक्रम जी ने ये कहानी लिखी है और उसके कंटेम्परेरी टेस्ट को मद्देनजर रखते हुए ये फिल्म बनी है.
Imran, my question is to you. Good afternoon, this is Vikram from NDTV. To your left, Mr. India was in 1987. The kids growing up then, he was a superhero for them, right? We were all growing up then. Mr. Anil Kapoor became a superhero for all the kids then. But these are days when the Avengers are flying in on the 24th of April. We have Superman. And a lot of the television is closer. How do you think Mr. X will fight all those superheroes as well as a legend like Mr. India?
These films don't have the story of Krishna and Arjun. It's rooted in our culture, and I think that's unpurchasable. You might have all the special effects. Obviously, Hollywood, you can't match with them because they have a world audience. Our budgets are smaller compared to theirs. Their VFX, obviously, they've been doing it for decades together. But I think in our film, there is inherently, and I keep going back to this, of course, it will be a very new experience for the Hindi audience to see the VFX and the 3D in this. But it comes down to the story that I would boast about the most. It's a story of resurrection. It is a story of how people can endure despite of limitations and hurdles, that they can move forward and achieve what they want. And that's exactly what Mr. X is. It is the story of the rising phoenix. I wouldn't really box him up into a superhero, so I wouldn't want to really compare it to films like Avengers. It's highly debatable. Like I keep saying that Mr. X wouldn't have a problem putting a bullet into anyone. It's a personal vendetta story, and there are very valid emotions attached to that. So I think if you sum up everything with the story, with the emotional base, with the philosophy that the film has, it could also take on in Avengers?